All right, welcome to the discussion section for our conflict resolution role play. The first technique that we used was nonviolent communication. This is a comprehensive model taught by Rosenberg. He calls it a language of life. It's a completely different way of approaching communication in that you use a direct observation, a feeling instead of a judgment, in order to find out what need is not being met, and then asking a request of an individual. The next technique that we used is common ground technique, taught in a video that we watched throughout this course. So two facilitators were able to set the rules for the common ground technique, in which people were to remain respectful and not talk over each other. This technique is heavily process oriented in that the idea is to ask each individual to really listen to understand as opposed to listen to respond. So we ask one individual to listen and then paraphrase what the other had said, and then in the reverse. So the idea is really not to come to necessarily a resolution, but to find commonality between two perspectives that the individuals have, and really have the opportunity for each individual to feel understood.
Now we go into how the techniques were used in the role play. Nonviolent communication was important in maintaining the non-judgmental language. Oftentimes we would resort to using these feelings that would involve another person that typically would show like judgment or blame, as well as mediating conflict, being as if it was a recent divorced couple involving multi-layers. The conflict was really heated, so this was important for slowing down the process. And refocusing the conversation to those observations, feelings, and needs, as what nonviolent communication does. Through all this, we were trying to communicate the right message, pretty much like the underlying themes and all that was being said was possible. And empowering the clients to feel like they could share and be honest. The next technique was common ground. This was important for maintaining the respect between the two clients through slowing down the process, taking turns, reciprocating, and going back and forth in a respectful manner. It was important. Again, with clarifying those messages through that reciprocating, bouncing that conversation back and forth was important to be able to interpret what was actually being said. That responding allowed for like additional content as well, and determining the mutual focus for the efforts of the clients, which ended up being the kids.
In our role play, we also address the issues of diversity and oppression. Diversity is the differences among one another, which can range from race, gender, to forms of thought and resolution to problems. In our role play, the diversity was in the father and the mother of the children, their varying opinions on what was being done and how it was being done. And also the diversity, the father being an alcoholic and the mother not. They both shared diverse views on how they should share the children and how things should go with their children. In the oppression piece, there's someone being denied of something based on who they are or something about their background. And in our role play, the father was being denied the right to see his children based on the fact that he did have a drinking problem.
And during this project, our group stayed in pseudo community. We had very healthy discussions, introduced new ideas and new framework to each other as we were continuing in the assignment. And we were pretty effective in those communications and planning and organizing individually, and then also as a group, to have those constructive communications, but then also the structure around the project. August took on a leadership role from the beginning, but all throughout the process, each one of us were able to demonstrate some leadership either in tasks, but then also in terms of thought and input. Initially and throughout, Shyla and Kendall gathered information and were really learning from gaining some process knowledge, because both August and Jeff work in the same program, and that was very beneficial for us to be able to ask questions and learn from. And Jeff brought some creative ideas to the group, and it was overall just a very positive experience for our group. Even though we didn't experience chaos, we were very effective in working professionally together.
And here are our references for the different techniques that we used. Thank you very much.
Thank you.